Hi everyone, I'm Audrey. Really glad that you're here today for a practice together. I'm still coughing, so I'll do my best not to cough into your ears. So if I stop mid-sentence, that's probably because I'm muting myself. So don't worry, I'll come back. If you'd like to find a comfortable place to start with, that can be seated, lying down, you can still move if you like to, you can even walk or roll around, anything. That sounds good to you right now. We're gonna go into a centering, then we'll do a few movements, and then we're going to a restorative guided meditation. You are not married to one pose or one shape, so if at any point you need to move, then please do so. You may bring as many props as you wish to support your feet, your legs, support your back, your head. Anything that will bring more comfort in for the next few minutes together. Apologies. You may have your eyes closed or find a soft gaze. And to start, I'd like you to focus on your heart center. Noticing any movement in this area as you inhale and as you exhale. Maybe noticing how it feels in this space, in relationship with your space, or with the support of your chair, your floor, your bed. Maybe you're noticing any sound, any vibrations. Any sensations or any experience that exist in this moment that you can bring your awareness to. And as always, we're aiming to do this with a sense of curiosity and non-judgment. But rather with simple awareness. Bringing our mind to our hearts and noticing any experience that's happening now. If that helps you, you may place your hand on this part of the body. And if you do that, then notice how that feels, the point of contact of your hands or other parts of your body on top of it, on your heart. As your awareness settles in your heart center, let your whole body surrender and let go to this moment. Today we're going to focus again on spaciousness, continuing with that theme. And see what does that mean for us. And in particular today, we're going to focus a little bit on this idea of pride. So it was just a few days ago, we ended the month of USL LGBTQIA plus Pride Month. And this month in July, it is Disability Pride Month. And so pride might be a loaded word because, especially as disabled, we hold many struggles in our bodies, in our minds, whether they are our own struggles or systemic struggles. And so sometimes our body constricts and tense, and we brace and we hide and we make ourselves small. And so today we're going to explore the idea of spaciousness, of bringing that in our body, mind, and in our spirit, as maybe a celebration of who we are, or all that we are. And we can do so here. We can do this here because it's a safe place. And so I invite you to take as much space as you wish, as much time as you wish, and exploring the idea of spaciousness. Maybe you're noticing the space that your breath is taking into your lungs and your heart center as you inhale. Taking space is expanding. This inhalation that we're taking as an offering from the earth. And as you exhale, noticing we're making space for something else to come in. And we're giving back all that air to the earth and other beings so that they can also use it and grow and expand and find their space in the world. And stay here for a few more moments, settling in, arriving in our practice in this container of safe container, spacious container. Spending a few moments with our breath and our body mind as it is now. And stay here in stillness if that feels good to you, or you may invite some gentle movement in the body. So maybe taking a big stretch, maybe circling the arms above your head. You don't need your arms to do this. You could just open up the heart center again, maybe looking up, adding some space into the body, as big or as little as you wish. Any movement that feels good to you right now. Maybe you're taking a side bend, so one hand is acting as to bring some balance and one hand above. And then both sides. And then for me, I'm going to do this again because that feels good. And then maybe bringing one of Angie's favorite pose, side camel. So to do this, you open up the heart center towards the sky while you're in your side bend. Maybe taking a few breaths here, aiming not to add any tension. I'm not saying that I was tensing actually my shoulders. So relaxing in this pose as best as you can. And then going on the other side. Or any other movement that you feel like doing, or no movement at all. Just aiming to keep that awareness on the body by doing some gentle movements and maybe adding a bit more ease and a bit more space. So that then we can settle in stillness in a few minutes. So that our muscles are a bit more relaxed or a bit more ready for meditation. Ruby's asking for my attention. I apologize. Try to. Well, carry on. You're doing all really good. That's part of the practice. Whatever happens, trying to, go with the flow, as we say. I'm just twisting a little bit. That feels good in my spine, especially at the moment. I'm not moving too much. I see Angie is doing some forward fold. That sounds really good. I'm gonna do a mini forward fold. So maybe some cat and cow as well. Oh, well, cow, you're arching the back, looking up, taking some big breaths. And then for cat, rounding the back. And the head goes towards the floor. And we exhaling, making space in our lungs. So that for the next inhale, we can taking as much as we can. And when you feel complete, you may find your restorative shape of your choice. So if you go for Shavasana, for example, you can be on your back, on the side, on the belly. You may stay seated. Please bring as much support as you wish, and take your time to do all of this. This is part of the practice. Hope you can't hear the noise outside. What's going on today? You may elevate the feet with a bolster, a wool blanket, anything that you wish. You could also find a forward fold if that feels good, a child's pose, butterfly pose, any pose that brings a sense of rest, of comfort, of slowing down. And again, you don't have to stay in this shape for the whole practice. Please feel free to bring back any movement or change shape at any point. It is your practice, so really encourage you to take the lead. Really know that everything's okay. That you may take as much space and as much time as you wish. And you may also choose to interact with my words as best as you wish. You can follow me as a guide, or I may just become background noise. And you may just hang out or nap or get a snack. That's all good. And begin to notice all the stimuli that you're receiving through your senses. So maybe you're noticing light and color through your eyes, whether they're open or not. Maybe you're noticing some sound through the ears. Noticing any smells or any taste. And then any sensations on the skin. So that could be the points of contact of the body against the bed, the floor, the seat. That could be the sensation of your clothes against your skin, sensation of air against your skin. That could be the temperature in your space right now. Anything you may notice through your senses. And then turning the awareness within and noticing any inner sensations. Any relaxation or ease, any pain or discomfort. Maybe you're noticing your breath again, the movement it creates in your body, or you're noticing any emotions rising up, or even any thoughts. And again, let's aim to do this with a sense of curiosity and compassion. We are turning our awareness to notice, not to judge. And I know that's not easy to do. I'm with you on that. And I'm going to guide you into a short meditation called Rainbow Mind by one of my favorite teachers, Jivana Heyman. And what he calls Rainbow Mind is basically aiming to access samadhi. So samadhi is a Sanskrit word for bliss, for inner bliss. And I know that sounds like something that is really hard to access, to feel, to experience. But in yoga philosophy, we learn that samadhi is always there inside us, whether we are aware of it or not. It always exists. And so through yoga practice, we are trying to access samadhi. And samadhi is not, as I say, it's not something that's unattainable, but rather it's more like a neutral state where we may experience acceptance, love, compassion, clarity, and even neutrality. Jivana says that it's a mind that is so expansive, it's as wide as a rainbow. And as such, it's also willing to accept and celebrate difference. We are all different in our bodies, in this materialistic world. But when it comes to samadhi, we are all connected. We are all the same, all one. So I invite you to picture a rainbow with a spectrum of color. So all the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the indigo, and the purple. All the colors, all this brightness of the rainbow. And if you're struggling with picturing images in your mind, then focus on the experience. Maybe bring your other senses into action, or maybe bring emotions, feelings into actions, or body sensations. But for now, this rainbow is filling up your mind and your body, all of your heart center, all of your limbs, all of your head. It's filled with that spectrum of colors. See if you can allow your mind to embrace all the experiences you're having in this moment, both good and bad. Embrace the sensations, the thoughts, the emotions. Accept every part of yourself as part of this rainbow spectrum. Take a moment to appreciate how spectacular your rainbow is. Your own rainbow, your own interpretation of the rainbow. Each hue adding to its beauty, to your beauty. Notice how the nuances and the differences are what make it so beautiful, are what make you so beautiful. Ask yourself, Can I completely accept myself as I am just for this moment? Again, can I completely accept myself as I am just for this moment? Let's spend a few moments with this question in silence. If you need to come back to your breath, come back to your sensations, add movements, anything that will bring you back to this moment. Again, take a moment to appreciate how spectacular your rainbow is. That rainbow that's filling up your body mind, filling up your spirit. And you experience all these colors, all this brightness, all these sensations, emotions, thoughts that are coming up as part of this rainbow, noticing the nuances, the differences, and or how all of this makes it so beautiful. And in this contemplation on beauty, can you accept yourself as you are just for this moment? Samadhi is liberation, true freedom. We become firmly grounded in that space in our own heart, in the center of our consciousness. And we let it guide us. What is guiding us towards? How can you let your hearts expand and grow and guide you? samadhi is not a state that is out of reach. It's a state that we can find by reaching within us. It's the state we find when we are filled with compassion and love for others and for ourselves. And this rainbow, this experience, this practice is simply an exploration of this state that is already all within us. For the next 5 breaths together, let it really fill you with this brightness, this love, this compassion. Each time that you inhale and each time that you exhale, let your breath nurture your rainbow mind. And keeping the awareness on the heart center, you may place your hand on top of your heart or an Anjali Mudra. Repose, fingertips and heels of the palms touching and thumbs against the heart as a gesture of gratitude. Gratitude for ourselves, for our body mind, for being this vehicle to access samadhi and all other sensations. Gratitude for the earth, for this land, for keeping on nurturing us and holding us, and all the ancestors and the indigenous stewards of this land, and especially all those fighting for access to the sovereign land. Gratitude for these sacred practices of yoga and all the teachers and teachers and practitioners who have kept those practices alive and protected so that we can still benefit from them today. Gratitude for this community, for bringing us all together, for the wisdom, the laughter, the support. Maybe dedicating this practice to someone or a being, a cause, a land, so that we can share the merit of this practice. And to do so, I will offer a blessing of metta, loving kindness, which you may join or listen. May all beings everywhere and with no limits, including ourselves, be happy, be well, be at ease, be at peace. May all beings be safe and free from harm and suffering. May all beings be free and liberated. Stay here if you like, or when you're ready, you may bring some gentle movement back into the body. You may open your eyes, looking around your space, on and out of practice, very gently, slowly, excuse me, coming back to one another. And thank you so much for your practice and allowing me to share mine.